You wouldn't want my life to get boring, would you?
Hey YouTubers, thanks for joining me. I'm C3PO Down Under. This is my video series, How to Build a Droid, and it's going to document how I've taken my original costume, which I basically made from cardboard, and I have taken the time to reconstruct it almost completely from fiberglass. I hope you enjoy the video. So I've been trying to work out a system of connecting my handmade shoulder bells to my handmade torso. It's not very good, this video. And having it articulate the way the actual Don Post costume on the movie does. So, me being the resourceful person that I am, I went out and found stuff at a cheap shop. So I'm just going to cut it off on that edge there to turn this outer piece into a ring, and that ring will then go around a flange that I've made, which I cast from my trusty jerry can. I don't know where it's gone, but that's how I made this diameter originally. So this is the piece that I cast around my jerry can, and the ring goes over the top. The ring is going to be articulated, so the piece that comes out from the body has to be connected to the body, whereas the ring has to be independent from that. So that's my jerry can casting there. This will help neaten up the edge around the shoulder. And then my shoulder bell piece will connect to the ring so it can pivot backwards and forwards independent of the rest of the torso. Otherwise it would be static and then you wouldn't be able to move your arms freely. So what I've done is I've just super glued the ring onto the torso just to check to see the size and make sure it fits. And what I'm going to do is just use it like a mold to cast my fiberglass directly onto the inside of the torso, just to neaten it all up, because the torso is a bit odd shaped on the inside, and the piece that I had cast from my jerry can is going to be too difficult to make it work. So this will be a lot easier. Oh, that's what I've come up with. So what I've done is I've covered this ring in sticky tape. I've got my little high heel sticky tape dispenser here, which someone gave me. And I've just covered it all with the tape, and I've also put the foil on the front half, which I'm going to lay glass on top of that. The glass will then also lay onto the ring, so it's just sitting there. And then the glass will be bonded directly to the back half of the shell, so that this ring will then be a part of the back on this side, and then on the other side, instead of having the foil covering the front half, the foil will be on the back half, and it'll be at opposite, so that when I put the costume on, the front half I'll slide on to my left arm, and then the back half I'll slide onto my right arm, which is what I've seen other people's costumes do. So I'm just trying to remove this ring that I fiberglassed and cast onto the costume. So Bear with me. There it comes. Oh, there we go. And she's off. And look at that. Perfectly cast. And it's worked really well. Something I like to do before the resin cures completely is just take some scissors and trim off the excess fiberglass, because once it sets completely, any of those strands of glass that are sticking out are so sharp. They're like little surgical needles that will just penetrate anything. It's very itchy, and honestly, you don't really want to have that stuff inside your body in any way. So just while the resin is just partially set, it's really easy to just trim off those bits. And theoretically, I should be able to lift it up. Okay, or not. There we go. Now, looks like we've got a little bit of bondage up the top there. Alright, hang on a sec.
A few moments later.
Shoulder rings are attached to each half of the torso, which makes putting it on a lot easier and gives the bit more strength to the shoulder bell assembly. So that's what the whole point of this exercise was, is to do that. I think it worked out pretty good, actually. Guys, well done for making it through my rambling video. Thanks so much for watching. Here is some video footage of me getting my 4LOM helmet prepared. I thought I'd just throw it on as like a little bit of a preview of what to expect from my next videos. But yeah, so this 4LOM costume is going to be completed for Comic-Con 2019 in Sydney, which is in about 3 months. So got a little bit of work to do, but I'm tracking pretty well at the moment. I'm actually recycling most of my old C3PO costume for this build, just because it was basically made of foam, and now obviously with the new fiberglass version that I'm making, I've got the leftover foam parts. So here's some footage for you just to feast on until I make my next video. So I hope you enjoy, and thanks again for watching. See you later.